Hi there, it's Wade McMaster here. In today's video, just going to be walking through some of the Facebook business page settings and just what they mean, so that way if you're looking to take a bit more control over your Facebook page, you can. So the way that works, now this is going to be a little bit of an explore video, so this is something to sit, you can watch and figure out what the how things work, but there's a lot of information here that you're probably not going to be able to simply remember, so it's worth at least maybe marking down the time on a few things you want to look at, but otherwise let's get to it. But basically here, you've got a few features here: notifications, insights, publishing tools. These are all features but not really settings, so we're going to basically bypass all this. But the first thing we're going to go to is not the settings tab but the page info, so we're going to click on that. Now I've actually done a optimization video recently. Basically what you should be doing is filling this out as completely as you can. The impressum is not something you have to be too concerned about unless you're like in Austria, Germany or Switzerland, or a country that wants an impressum. But otherwise, go through, fill this out as best you can, get a username, and basically these are just sending out like your business name, even throw some keywords in there to make it searchable if you want. Once again, a description with some keywords as well to make it searchable. Fill out your categories, contact details that you want people to know, the location you actually want people to know. If you don't want people knowing any of this information, don't fill it out. But go through and just add in this contact information and about information as best you can, because that will make your page more functional, perform better, and that sort of thing. But onto the settings. So we go down to settings here. You see we've got all these options here, and there's actually a few extras down here. So the way it works, if you you land on general, if we go to page visibility, you can choose to have your page published, or if you don't want it published to the public, you can unpublish it by clicking page unpublish and saving that. Pretty straightforward. Visitor posts. Now this is good because on a Facebook page, if I actually basically open a new tab, okay, so I've opened a new tab here. I'm going to go to a different page. You see under community here, there's a tab here. People can actually leave their own posts on here. So people have left photos, popped their own photos on here. People have actually put things on my actual martial arts page. This is only mentioned in a post, but you get the idea. People can actually go to your page and post to it as themselves, and basically leave any comments or posts they want. So if you are back into settings, so if you're looking at visitor posts here and people are commenting on your page or people are posting to your page, you may want to turn that off if you don't want that. So disable those posts altogether. So that way people can still tag you in posts, but this just stops people from going to your page and being able to post onto your page. And that's a pretty handy thing if you get a lot of trouble with that. Or if you want to keep it there and you're not sure, you can tick the review and make sure that people can that you actually get to review those posts before they're made public. So I'm actually going to save that. So now post and story sharing. So people can share your page's stories, posts, or events to their own story. So if you have anything you've shared on your page, it allows people to actually share it to their story, which is there's a little circle at the top of the page that once a day you have friends or pages sharing information. You can click on that, and up on the screen shows what is called a story, which could be a video or an image, anything like that. So this allows people to share your posts to their stories and get the word out on your posts. So that's a good thing to have turned on if you're looking to get out there. But if you don't want that, you can disable it, especially if you're getting a lot of negative people sharing stories and that sort of thing. Now, optimization, audience optimization. In your newsfeed, if you turn that on, technically you should be able to target who you want to put your posts out to. So that way, if you want to actually put a post out to a particular country, area, age group, that sort of thing. This was a lot easier. Now I think you actually have to use Creator Studio to do that. So this setting, if you turn it on, I'm not sure how easily accessible it will be for you, because I personally haven't done it for quite some time. So maybe something worth doing another video on. If you do want to see a video on that, targeting with posts, please leave a comment below and I will make sure I do create a video And so yeah, leave a comment below, subscribe, and I'll look at making a video for you on how to create posts that target people of very particular sort of location, ages, demographics, that sort of thing. So yeah, having that ticked on means you get that option. I don't see why you'd leave it off really, because if you don't want it, you can just post normally anyway. Messages. Wait, let's go cancel. Messages. If you receive Facebook messages and you don't want to, you can turn that off. It's that simple. I actually prefer to leave messages on. You can go into your messages setting here and then go to automated responses and then prompt people to call or email you if you don't want to do that, or you can just simply respond to a message that way. So that's another handy thing there. Tagging ability. This is another on and off thing. You do want people to be able to tag photos and videos published. No, I don't. You don't want people to do that. Sorry, not necessarily. If you have a group photo on your page that you've released, people can go in and tag people they know in that photo if you have that turned on. So it's up to you whether you want that. Not sure whether you do or don't. I have it turned off because I don't want people tagging or putting anything of theirs into my photos. I just want a bit more control over what I'm doing. What I got it confused with initially is others tagging the page. So you do want people, especially if you get a lot of positive reception, to be able to tag you in posts. If they say, oh, Wade did an excellent website, they can tag this page, and then people can click on that, on my name, because it's tagged, they can click on that name and it links to my page. So that's a pretty cool feature to have. Country restrictions. Pretty much what it says it is. You can hide this page from certain viewers, or you can only show it to certain countries. So if I type in Australia or Canada, I can only show it to people in Canada, or I can hide it from people in Canada. So that means if you've got a certain country you don't want people seeing your posts, you can do that. I'll just shut that down. So that's a handy tool if you're maybe you have a different presence in Australia than you do in another country, or you just don't want to reach the other parts of the world. That's a handy too. So I'll cancel that. Age restrictions, once again, pretty straightforward. You can change whatever you're talking about to people of a certain age and over. Once again, alcohol related is great if you run like a bottle shop or something like that. Page moderation. This allows you to block certain words from a page. So, let's say that you're a place that sells Coke and people keep commenting Pepsi. You can pop Pepsi in there, and anyone who says Pepsi will get blocked. So that's basically what you can do to block certain comments on your page. And the profanity filter, once again, turn that on, and if anyone uses any particular words, it'll actually block their comments as well. Medium or strong. Not sure exactly what the major difference is there, but you get the picture. Similar page suggestions. So choose whether your page is recommended to others. You do want that because it helps spread the word of your page. However, if you're trying to keep it quiet and small, you could turn that off as well. Page updates. Once again, you can have that turned on. Whenever you change your cover image or you update something in your page will actually create a post about that so people get notified in their feeds. So post in multiple languages. If you do post multiple languages, you can turn that on and allow people who manage the page to basically write the post in another language. So if you have an audience of people who speak both French and English, you can write the post in English and then create a French version of the same post, and that way people who speak both languages can read the post. So cancel. Translate automatically. That's something I generally turn on, especially if I've got a page. I've got a few pages on entertainment. I've got like a martial arts action movies page I just went to before, and it has over 10,000 followers, and there's people of different languages reading that page, so that's been handy for me having that turned on. Comment ranking, having the most relevant comments to the top. So you can either have it chronologically by unticking that, or just have more relevant comments go to the top. Content distribution. I'm actually not 100% sure. Videos uploaded to Facebook generally may be available to be downloaded on Facebook in some countries. If you prohibit downloading, videos that you will not be made available. So yeah, if you create a video and you don't want people to be able to download it, prohibit downloading. That's pretty much it. And this is a download page you go to if you want to download all of your posts and photos. So you can go here and download basically documents that have all of your posts and your photos and info here. So it's kind of like backing up the information on your page. So if you have a massive page with information that you want to keep the information but not the page or something like that, you can download that page and do that. Now, merge pages. Let's say you have two. Let's say you're a business. You've bought out another business, and you want to sort of acquire that page, so all their fans, their posts, that sort of thing. You can merge those two duplicate pages and create one bigger page of the two pages. So that's what merge pages are. And of course, remove page. You go in here. You can completely delete your page, and it's gone forever. So, although you do get a small period, you see here, you get 14 days to restore it in case you made a big mistake. So that's how you can delete your Facebook page altogether. So those are all the settings under general. Now I won't go through all of this, but that's the most comprehensive one. Under messaging, general settings, so using things like return key to send messages. So you're typing, you can just hit return and it'll send the message. Setting up a greeting, so if people go, a little chat window will pop up with a message saying hi, bit of information. And that means also if you're on a phone and they click chat, that's the first message that's there. You can actually have a URL for your chat, so that way if you have a website or something, you can send people to this link and they'll be able to chat to you on your Facebook chat. And you can also add Messenger to your website here and set up automatic responses. I do a video on that entirely, and that means if people ask you certain questions or they click on certain questions, or maybe they try to contact you outside of business hours, you can set up an automatic response to those people by going into setup there. Once again, I do have a video on that, but it's pretty straightforward. You go in, find the setting you want, add in the information, and you can show who's sending messages on your behalf. So that way, if you, for example, I teach in a martial arts club and we've got several people, so that way you can have that turned on, they can see who it is responding to them. If you have that turned off, they just see the generic entity of the page itself and not the actual individual names of the people responding to them. Page info we've touched on again. That's the same as before. Going in, filling out all your information. Templates and tabs. If I tab across, on this is a different page. You'll see I have home, about, videos and that sort of thing. And basically, I can reorder these tabs into any order I want. So I tab back, and if I go into templates and tabs, I can go to my current template, edit that, change it to a different template, or I can just simply move these about as I wish. So that's one thing you can do to change the order of the tabs on your website. Event ticketing is something I haven't used, but if you sell on Eventbrite, you can basically link this up and sell tickets directly on Facebook or import events from your Eventbrite account. Notifications, you can turn on or off certain notifications. So that way, if you're getting a ton of notifications about things you just don't care about, go in there and just turn them off. It's that simple. You can either receive an email or turn them off. You can receive a text message if you want to on certain notifications. Turn that on. Messages. So this is one way to control the notifications you get over here on your little notification bell from your page. Advanced messaging. Now, similar to before. Now, you can set up so third-party domains are accessible in the Messenger web view. So that way, if you have another domain you want to use Messenger for that's not your main website, you can pop that in there, or even your one sort of domain. Now, one-time notification allows your page to send one message to people in Messenger that may fall outside the 24-hour messaging window. So only people who have chosen to receive one-time notification will receive one. So I'm actually not sure, I haven't used that myself personally, but it's like another Messenger feature. So sending one message to people in Messenger. So I'm not exactly sure how that works, to be honest. There's so many features, it's hard to know absolutely everything, unfortunately. But info about people. This allows businesses integrated, connected to your page, specific to gender and time zone about the people that send you messages. So if you have an app or something that's integrated with your page, they can access information about people on your page, basically. So that way, if you have an app that sends out messages to people or something like that, you can target certain people, I'd imagine, or retrieve certain information. So this is getting pretty advanced here. So this is when you're really sort of going a little bit more third party. High volume messages. If your page sends too many messages in Messenger in a short period of time, or is constantly sending or receiving messages in a large number of conversations, your page will lose access to inbox. Your page should then begin managing messages through platform APIs. So this is more information than it is a setting, but something worth having a look at. Advanced messaging, it's not something I play with a lot, not something most people would need, so that's something probably better off talking to someone else about, unfortunately, and I'm not exactly sure what the go is with that. But Facebook badges, so you can have top fan badges, so you can turn that on, or you can remove badges. I don't have top fan badges, but if I turn them on, that means if I have a fan who's on my page and comments the most, they get a little badge saying they're one of my top fans. So that's pretty cool. It's little features, good way of rewarding people who comment a lot and encouraging more comments there. Page roles, if I head into there, now you can see here that I've got people who control my page, which is me and basically my wife. So I can actually add in new page roles as administrators, so people with full control, or editors, people who can't make, people who don't have full control but can post, moderators, and people who can go in there and moderate comments, and other sort of lesser roles in there. So you can set up different levels of access to your page in here under page roles, so different people can access and operate on your page. So people and other pages, we click on that. So you can see who likes your page. This is obviously blurred, but you can go through, see who likes your page, and you can remove people from the page if you want to. So remove from page likes. So if I tick a name, I can remove that from my page likes or ban from the page. So you have control over your audience here. If you've got someone who's a real pain, you can just go in and ban them or remove them from the page altogether. Or you can say people who follow, or pages that like this page. So we've got a few pages that like my page, and then banned people, which I have none. So that's one way you can take control of your audience and ban people or stop them from liking your page, which is pretty nifty and pretty handy. So something worth checking out. So preferred page audience, they've removed it. It says here, so that's not there. Issue, now this is something I'm definitely not familiar with. We're getting into some really specific stuff. So if you're going to run ads about social issues or elections, this is a section for you. Something worth exploring yourself. Like I said, I don't run these sorts of ads, so I haven't any experience with it. Okay, so with the branded content, this allows you to basically collaborate with other pages, other content creators, and it allows you to basically have a bit more control over them tagging you or just the way you collaborate together. So, but you can also see, summaries on certain posts that involve you and other notifications, but also, tagging approvals. So only approved pages and groups will be able to tag you. You can turn that on and take control that way as well. So I'm just going to go back. And of course, Instagram, if I click on Instagram, you can connect your account to Instagram and you get insights. You can actually even respond to messages and that in the messenger, that sort of thing, and change certain settings. So definitely, if you're on Instagram and Facebook, it's worth checking that out, connecting the two up, and sort of sharing those, the ability to do things on Facebook that you won't have to actually open up Instagram to do. You don't have full control over Instagram with this, but just a few little extras to link you up with. WhatsApp, if you have a WhatsApp account, you can link that up. I don't use WhatsApp, so once again, not something I'm overly familiar with, but the main settings are the ones I am familiar with. So you can have featured likes, so if I like certain pages, I can feature them on my page and rotate them. So that's pretty cool. Another thing, if you're wanting to support other pages on your page, cross-posting. If I have videos, I can actually allow pages to cross-post those videos. So if I've uploaded a video here, I can allow, say, martial arts designer to cross-post my videos, which is another page I control, so yes. Any videos I upload to this page, I can now actually go in and access as martial arts designer and promote on that as well. Page support inbox. So this is, if you have any issues, you need to go in, basically go in here and you can, if you go to support, send a message about your page, it'll actually, the reply will come in here. So Facebook isn't great at getting back to you with support, unfortunately, but if they do, this is where they'll come to. You can get paid for certain things on Facebook, but so basically you just want to choose your currency here for any payments. And page management history, so you can go through and see the history of things you've done. So page info, page roles. I haven't done anything for a while, but that's somewhere you can go. And then of course an activity log, so you can see everything that's been happening on your page. So another handy sort of space there just to see the history of your page. So that's pretty much it. Most of the settings you're going to find are near the top. The ones at the top tend to be the ones that are the more interesting, and these ones are the the more specific sort of options. So I hope that video was useful to you. Once again, there's a lot to go through, but it's something worth checking out. But yeah, if you found that video useful, please give it a like. If you want more videos on Facebook and running a Facebook page, please consider subscribing. And also, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. There are certain things I know, certain things I don't, but if I can help, I will. So leave a comment with any questions you have about Facebook or any videos you'd like to see, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Have a great day. See you later.